There's a lot of vegans out there that destroy the possibility of other people turning vegan simply because of the way they act. What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. We are back on Zwift and Hunters Challenge. We are on week 3. I've just done this intro 3 times trying to get my power meter to start and realised it wasn't working properly. Changed the battery, still wasn't working. What I didn't do is realise that the battery I changed it with was also dead. So now I've got a brand new battery in there, all okay. Day 5 threshold and VO2 max. I'm going to go straight into it because I've just wasted 15 minutes trying to sort out everything to get going. Now, there we go. So if you look on the side, we have a 10-minute warm-up, then 6 times 1 minute at 285 watts, which is indoor threshold at the moment. Those intervals include, I think, a 1 minute rest. So we've got 1 minute at FTP, 1 minute rest at tempo, 1 minute FTP, 1 minute rest at tempo, times 6. We've got a 5-minute cool down. Oh, I've got to do something first. I weighed myself this morning. I'm officially 80 kilograms. That's not easy. When I say officially, it's because kaboom! Oh, customised. What have I got? Oh yeah, more digital camo. I'm not loving it. Where's my retro? Get that bad boy back up. Yeah, I'm looking sick. Sick. Oh, that goes. Yes. Okay. No. Back. Let's get back into this, shall we? So we've got 1 hour and 7 minutes. All good in the hood. It's good. It's good. So I bought a stability ball yesterday. Anyone knows what that is? It's basically a big round ball that you use to stabilise your core. The reason I got that is because I find you can do a lot of different exercises on that, which use your stability and your core muscles. And it's much easier to just lie on the floor. It was only $6.99 and that came with a pump to blow it up, so I'm not going to complain about that. So I done a 20-minute core workout this morning and a 15-minute workout yesterday. When it comes to core workouts and things like that, you can do them every couple of days, but just bear in mind, if you're going to do it really full on and heavy, your core is going to hurt and it's going to be slightly weaker when you're on the bike, meaning it might jeopardize a bit of power maybe, but as you gradually push through that and get a bit more core exercise done, you're going to gain. I wouldn't recommend doing it every day. Maybe three days a week. So another predicament. For the next 8 days, I think basically until we finish I think 9 days actually. So for the next 9 days, so this is day 5, 6, 7, so we've got 7, 8, 9. So the next 9 days is going to be jam-packed. A lot of the rides in this next 9 days are 2 hours long, 3 hours long. The best part of 2 hours, and some at the best part of 3 hours. So doing them in itself is going to be a challenge, simply because 3 hours on a bike, indoor trainer, isn't going to be fun. Plus, doing that as well as work, also going to be quite tiring, quite demanding. I'm not going to be finished till 9:30 or so, and if I'm doing that, that means I'm not going to eat until about 10. That's not good, man. So I've started losing weight quite quickly. That's not because I've been starving myself. I did unintentionally starve myself, and I was at such a calorie deficit. I was on like 1,500 calories without even knowing it, you know, because I was working for 5 hours, so I wasn't getting the food that I was normally eat in those 5 hours, 6 hours. And then I was coming home, doing the workout, so I was burning about 3,500 calories and only intaking about 1,500. So I dropped to 79 kilograms quite quickly. Once I realised that was happening, and I realised that like, I'm really tired all the time, I was drinking coffee before every Zwift ride, just to get through it, and it was hard. I mean, you can see the videos, you can see that I'm slightly skinnier, but it's not sustainable, man. If you're only eating 1,500 calories, you're working, and the only way you can get through a workout is with caffeine, that's not sustainable. So I realised that completely just because I was like, wait, hang on a minute, how much am I actually eating? I mean, it didn't feel good, but I thought it was just because I started a new job, and so my body has to get used to it. I'm still at a deficit, but I think it's only about 500 calories deficit, which is pretty good. If you can make up a 500 calorie deficit, well, put it this way, the only way you can lose weight is to not eat as many calories as you burn. Whether you're vegan, whether you're omnivore, whether you're herbivore, whatever, if you're eating more than you burn, you're just going to gain weight. It's just natural. So you have to be in a deficit to lose a bit of weight, but you have to be in a deficit that's, one, sustainable, two, comfortable, so you've got enough energy to do things and do your workout, and three, not make you so tired that you need caffeine or stimulants to get you through the day. So once you figured that out, once you sorted that out, you will lose weight gradually, not so instant, but it will be healthy and it will be sustainable. And that is where I'm at the moment, which is good times. So I'm pretty much burning 3,500 calories a day on Zwift. So the average man burns 2,500 calories. You add 800-900 calories that I burn on Zwift. Then you add my commute there and back. So pretty much 1,000 calories, so 3,500. I'm getting about 3,000, 2,900. As long as you've got a broad idea about how much you're intaking and how much you're spending, then you can be in control of it a bit more. And that's what I've been trying to do. Because if you don't count them, all of a sudden that goes on top of you. And if you see, 2 weeks ago, I started getting ill, and I was having to recover from being ill. And I got ill because I wasn't eating enough, and my body couldn't handle it. Calories, losing weight, it's such a touchy subject, you know? There's different theories on what's good and what's bad for you. You've got people like Dorian Ryder that smash all the carbs in. Even you got him like taking half a bag of sugar in his cornflakes, and he's super skinny. And then you got other people that eat high protein, high fat, low carb diets. I know for a fact that doesn't work. You try and find one cyclist that's on a low carb diet, man. I mean, a lot of things Dorian Ryder says is quite spot on, but everyone is slightly different. He's the one that changed me, converted me a little bit actually. I was a cyclist I was just trying to see what can boost my performance, and that's why I turned vegan. Once I turned vegan, I then started looking at all the environmental damage and the effects on the animals and things like that, and I was pretty much in shock, to be fair. But I didn't just look at it and was like, oh yeah, that's really bad, man. I researched it. Because I was in university at the time, I took my time to study actual scientific journals and to see how biased some of them were and how well written and well resulted they were, how valid. Internal validity, external validity, just in terms of significance and things like that. To be fair, I found a lot which weighed both ways. But what I did find is, so a lot of findings were supported by meat, the dairy industry and things like that. So, put it this way, it's just like sponsorship, man. So if you go and you like, hey, I'm going to give you £1,000 to do a study on meat, but I'm only giving you that money if I like what you're writing. What are you going to do? You might not hide the truth, but you'll put it in a way that is personally and morally acceptable to you, but also allows you to get paid, allows you to be supported in the future for my next research. On top of that, the fact there's even a doubt just made it look easy for me. I mean, if there's even a chance that a vegan diet can benefit not only me, but the planet, and reduce the amount of animals being killed, I'm not going to say no to that. It doesn't really affect me, to be fair. I mean, meat, I used to eat meat every day. My father's Iranian, so there's a lot of meat in that Middle Eastern diet, and I just stopped. I was like, yeah, there's no point, you know. If there's even a chance that's causing me cancer, if there's even a chance that that's damaging the environment, and I know for a fact that I can deal without it, vegetarians have been doing it for years. Half the planet is pretty much vegetarian, simply because they can't afford meat, you know. So there was no reason for me not to do it. A lot of people might disagree with the way my thought process works, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of vegans out there that destroy the possibility of other people turning vegan simply because of the way they act. And I can't stand that. It's like I used to go into town. I used to live in Surrey, and I used to see a woman in there going up to school kids after school with a massive sign saying, "You're killing animals. You need to stop." All this kind of stuff. And I'm just looking at her like, wow. And yeah, it's true. They are killing animals. But if you go up to someone and say, "You're acting like an idiot. You need to stop right now," they're going to be like, "Who do you think you are? Why are you even talking to me like that? So I don't even know you, you know?" So in that case, it just doesn't work. I think I've turned about maybe 10, 11 people vegan, and not solely, but I definitely influenced their decision. And why? Because, yeah, you tell people you're vegan, they take the piss. Okay, take the piss. But then they realise that, yeah, they take the piss out of me, I don't really take the piss out of them. I'm not aggressive to them because of it. I just know that it's a natural process, and being defensive and taking the piss out of someone that's different with you is a process that most of the time has to be done. And because of that, it's hard though. but you just accept it. Why do you accept it? Because, let's be honest, these couple of words that you're saying to me, 2 weeks time, I'm not even going to remember what you're saying, you know? Let's put it this way. You need to change everything that you've been taught in your lifetime because it's wrong. You can write, who the hell are you? What I do is I just show them. I just show them just by doing what I do. Yeah, I'm not the best cyclist in the world, but I've been vegan now for 4 years. You'll see that, come on now, I'm putting up 300 watts almost there. If I didn't have enough protein, and if I was weak, would I be able to do this? Would I be talking to you as I'm hitting my FTP? Nah man, come on. If you want to know some of the benefits of veganism, I'll tell you. If you don't want to know, then don't ask me and I won't tell you. I'm not saying that there's not disadvantages to veganism. It's a bit harder than normal eating for the first couple of months. The learning curve is pretty big. You'll realise that milk isn't everything. Even things you're just like, what? Milk isn't everything. Replacing meat now is easy. Not a problem with that at all. Simply because there's just so many meat replacements. Not just to make you feel like you're eating meat, but burgers, sweet potato and bean burgers and things like that. But once you realise what stuff you can eat and what stuff you can't eat, it's pretty simple, you know. After that, there's another process. See, the problem with when you turn vegan is you think you've been enlightened to something, right? And that enlightenment makes you want to tell everyone, because you want to be like, hey man, what you're doing is you need to just think about what you're doing. That stage is the worst. Definitely for me, that was the worst anyway. Simply because that stage is the stage where you make a lot of people uncomfortable. You make a lot of people not like you anymore. Again, that is just a stage. For a lot of people, that isn't a stage. For a lot of people, that is, you know, where they are still. And that's where that bad stereotype of vegan comes from. Once and if you can get past that, it gets better. I think like a lot of other people, I love cheese. One thing you've got to remember about cheese is there's a reason it's addictive. There's a reason everyone likes it. And because it comes from milk and it has something called casomorphine in it. Now this casomorphine is basically casein, which is an amino acid protein, and morphine, casomorphine. So morphine is exactly what it sounds like. It's an opioid. You give it when you just had surgery and things. It makes you feel good, makes you feel awesome. It sparks up the receptors in your brain and it just makes you feel pretty good, man. I'm not going to get into all the animal cruelty and stuff because this kind of video is not for that. You have to go into something like this open-minded. You hear so much negative, so much positive, and you just got to find your own way, you know? It's just like, stop following something you know nothing about and get educated about it. But there's a lot of vegans that know nothing about the environmental and the health benefits to veganism. There's just so many vegans out there that, just like meat eaters, are following the crowd, you know? Whatever you decide, make an educated judgment. Again, a lot of vegans are gonna hate me, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm vegan. The amount of vegans that I've converted is not because I've been preaching, but because they realise that you can be healthy, you can do sports, and you can be happy and strong without the need for all this animal stuff. What you've got to understand is the human mind is very egocentric. The human mind is born to protect itself. first thing that comes into a lot of people is health. Like you tell someone you're vegan, they're like, hey man, where'd you get your protein? Where'd you get all your nutrients from, you know? And it's just like, that's quite interesting. Why it's interesting is because it shows that a lot of people care about their health before anything else. So if you can get into them, just by being you, I guess, if you're an athlete, actually stop telling people that I'm vegan. Very funny. I know, because I'm on a video now, but in terms of face to face, I don't just say, oh, I'm vegan. I don't talk about veganism unless someone asks me about it. What you realise now is a very hot topic, and you won't, and it's just everywhere, you know. People speak about veganism all the time now. Negative, positive, whatever. One thing I don't get about anti-veganism culture is bacon. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and have a nice steak. Good for you, man. I don't sit there and go, oh man, I'm gonna have a nice sweet potato pie and raspberry cheesecake because you tell me you're gonna have a hot dog or something, do I? It means no, it makes no difference to me, man. At the end of the day, World Health Organization has highlighted that sausages and pretty much all minced meat, all grinded meat, burgers, hot dogs, things like that, cause cancer, type 1 carcinogen, with that chance of increased cancer risk. Let's be honest, man, you've got no reason to be cycling or being athletic at all, because you clearly don't care about your health. Like 5 years ago, I didn't really like eating sausages. I definitely, like, I used to eat a sausage or a burger at a barbecue only. So that was like once, twice a year. And even then I was just like, never ate mince meat. Spaghetti bolognese and stuff, I just didn't agree. Just because I knew that it was the worst parts of an animal grounded. It's just a waste product grounded into something that someone can make money out of. That's what mince meat is. That's what sausages are. Taste to me is very important, but my health is more important to me. The knowledge that I'm being as healthy as possible is much more important to me than what something tastes like. Once you get used to not tasting meat, you realise that you're not missing anything. There's so many more tasty things out there. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I'm going to say 50% of your diet is vegan anyway. Bread, mostly vegan. Rice, pasta, salad, vegan. But I'm not sure what's wrong with you. Because all the food that I just said there is part of a healthy balanced diet, whether you're vegan or not. That's like a hell of a lot. But it's good, because my legs are pushing through. But yeah, I think now's a good time to find that.
There we go. Just cooling down now. Nice. I'll tell you what, that first 40 minutes went through boom. As soon as I stopped talking, oh, I went so slow, man. But it's good. If you're talking through your whole set, you don't have time to focus, and you don't have time to accept that this is painful, accept that it's hard on your body. And once you accept that it's not going to be easy on your body, and you feel the pain, you get comfortable with that pain. When I say pain, it's not excruciating pain like you chopped off a finger or something. It's a good pain, you know? It's a pain you feel knowing that you're gaining performance, knowing that you're getting healthier. 15 seconds left. There we go. For those legs. 78 TSS, 869 calories burnt. 37.9 kilometers, 227 watt average. There we go. Not too bad, 3 slices of pizza. I've been craving pizza for so long and I've just stopped myself eating it. And then I was going to have one today and then I started late and I don't want a pizza now because that's not good. So tomorrow I finish at 3 o'clock. So I say I'm going to have a pizza, but I know for a fact that I'm going to come home and do a workout, and after then I'm just going to want to eat watermelon and smoothie. So I will have a pizza very soon, I just don't know when. This next week and a half is going to be so hard, man. So hard. Why I say that is because we've got some long workouts, and if I'm working till 5, 6 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9, that means 9 o'clock I'm done. Got to get up again, do the same thing the next day and then the next day, just to make sure Hunter's Challenge is over with. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.